need to reapply my lipstick because I feel like it came off. What is up, YouTube? This video, as I mentioned in my last one, I was going to go a little bit more into depth. I was going to go a little bit more in depth on what it is that I am actually eating, what I'm actually putting into my body, because people keep asking. Everyone thinks that there's a key. Everyone thinks that there is something. It's something you're eating. It's a pill. It's a whatever. And it's not. Before we get into this, you guys, please be sure to like this video. It really helps support my channel. Make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss out on anything. Click the little notification bell so that you are notified when I post. And then also, as mentioned, I am now part of the Patreon program. So if you like this content and want to continue to see content like this, I would really love and appreciate the support of you guys donating to that. Even if it's just like $1, you guys, you can just click on the link, donate like $1. You can make that a monthly thing. All that does is it just allows me to continue to create this content, because I do all of this for free. I share my story for free, and I love it, and I love doing that. But I don't make much off YouTube. YouTube makes it very difficult to make money. Yeah, this is like a job, but there's a lot of time that goes into making these videos, filming them, editing them, things like that. I have kids, you know, that I gotta feed and support now. Okay, so anyways, if you do want to become part of that Patreon program, I would so greatly appreciate it, you guys, like tears of joy. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay. So health and fitness with weight loss, diet is a huge part of that. I talked to you guys in one of my videos that I will link, it will pop out here, about how you need to be very considerate of your activity level and like the amount of calories that you're putting into your body. Okay guys, my biggest thing is you can't stress it, okay? Stressing it isn't good. Stress raises cortisol levels. Cortisol levels raises fat. You store fat, okay? So everyone's like, how many calories are you eating? What are your macros? What are you eating? Do you count calories? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I don't count calories. I don't do macros. I just kind of intuitively eat, I guess, if that makes sense. If it's healthy, I put it in my body. If it isn't healthy, I moderate it, okay? I don't take everything out that is bad, but as I mentioned in my last video, I'm just going to give you guys the big brief overview of nutrition and how you should be eating, okay? So the big overview is common sense. If it grew from a tree, from the ground, from a plant, if it was an animal, if it's natural, it's good for you. If it's from a box, from a can, if it's man-made, if it's bread, that's all stuff that is bad for you, okay? Like common sense, good food, bad food. But putting stress around good food, bad food is also bad. When I let go of good food, bad food, that I feel like, you guys, that was the game changer. So when I started my intermittent fasting, that honestly, you guys, I keep talking about how that was the game changer, and it was, because by doing that, it reset my body back to factory settings. I didn't have all the cravings, things like that. So it's 16 hours off, 8 hours on. So you don't eat for 16 hours, eat for 8 hours. The time really doesn't matter. You make it work for you. I stay up really late, so I don't eat until about 1 or 2 in the afternoon, but then I'm eating till like 10 at night. And the time frame depends on you. By doing the intermittent fasting when your body is awake, it's forcing your body to actually burn the fat instead of what's in your tummy. Does that make sense? The breakdown of intermittent fasting is that when you're eating multiple small meals, basically your body is just burning, getting energy from what's in your stomach. Where when you are intermittent fasting, it is forcing your body to take from those fat cells. That's the whole point of your body storing fat cells. It's because back in the day, there was winter and summer, so you had to basically overeat when there was summer, and then when there was famine and cold and winter and you didn't have as much food, your body had to pick at your fat source. That's why we have body fat, you guys. It's survival 101, okay? Intermittent fasting, that's what I swear by. But let's just get into like what I'm eating. What I'm putting in my body, I'll just break it down really quick. So I am doing my meal replacement system still. You guys, it's basically just, it's shakes, which people are like, oh, you don't eat real food, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, it's real food. It's vitamins. It's all of your macros in a powder form. And there's so many flavors. There's so many ways you can switch it up. And it's what I love. That's what I got my body used to. So I do my nutritional cleansing shakes. I do a lot of protein shakes. I do a lot of protein bars. Okay. I'm not a huge eater. I love food though. Don't get me wrong. I love food. And then at dinner, I will always have like an actual meal. So I need to preface. I did preface in my previous video that I did on how I lost the 75 pounds. I will make sure that's linked here. If you're on a device where it doesn't pop out, it'll be linked down below. So you guys have to remember basically your lifestyle, whether you're active or sedentary. If you are very active, you have to be eating more. The only way to burn fat is calories in versus calories burned. You have to be eating in a caloric deficit. All that means is that you have to be eating less than what you are burning so that your body is going to your fat source. You can't make that extreme though. If you make that extreme, your body will store fat. It's just common sense. So it's about balance of finding what works for you. If you're very active in your job, if you work out, you have to be eating more. You have to have more calories and more carbs, things like that. I'm very sedentary. I work from home. I'm a photographer. I sit and edit. I do virtual assistant work from my phone. I'm on my phone a lot. So I don't move very much. So I keep my calories and my carbs lower because my body doesn't need that. I'm never starving. I'm not starving myself, but you have to keep in mind that I don't move a whole lot. And then, like I mentioned in my other video as well, body type, you guys. My natural body type is very, very lean. My collarbones have always stuck out. That doesn't mean I'm anorexic. I have bigger hips. My hip bones stick out. So anyways, so let's get into what it is that I'm eating. So in the morning, I usually will start out with like a Premier Protein. You can get these at Walmart, anything like that. They're 30 grams protein, 160 calories, 1 gram sugar, low fat, no artificial growth hormones, 24 vitamins, and minerals. You guys, this is very low calorie, very low sugar, very low very low carbs. This isn't super filling, so don't get me wrong. Like, this is just kind of like I'll drink it and I'll be full for like maybe an hour. Okay, but this is just kind of what I do to break my fast. So I do the intermittent fasting, like I said, and I'll break my fast around 1, start out with this guy. So then when I get hungry in about an hour or so, I'll do like a Cliff Bar or something. These are higher in carbs, things like that. They're higher in sugar. I do carb cycling if I'm a little bit more active that day. I do intuitive eating, like I mentioned too, so things like that. Like protein, the Special K protein bars, these are again higher in sugar. If I'm ever having like a sugar fiend, like I just want something like candy or something, I'll usually go to like a chocolate bar or something, like a chocolate protein bar. So it's healthier, but I'm still kind of getting that fix. I trick myself, you know what I'm saying? And then the shakes that I do, these are 24 grams undenatured protein, 23 vitamins and minerals. They are 240 calories. This is a full-on meal replacement. This has more calories. A full meal should be around 500 calories, you guys. Like, don't look at the 240 calories and think, oh my gosh, that's so many calories for a shake. Like, this is a meal. This is what you do instead of a meal. Where these are kind of things just kind of hold me over, break my fast, things like that. And then throughout the day, I also do snacks. Like, I get deli meat. You guys, with deli meat, you gotta remember you can't be buying the processed nasty stuff like Oscar Mayer wiener type stuff, you know? Like, I get it from the actual deli or higher quality sandwich meat. I like to get the slices of chicken that have like the mesquite flavoring on the outside for that flavor. And then I'll get like a mozzarella cheese stick or something and kind of like piece it out and then roll it up in the piece of meat and I'll snack on that. Carrots and hummus. You guys, just anything healthy to snack on in between the meals. And then I'll have like an actual meal at dinner time. So again, what I mentioned with just kind of switching things out, making better life habits and choices that I mentioned in my last video of my 100 pounds weight loss. Basically, like if I make a meal for my family and we're having sloppy joes, okay? Instead of doing sloppy joes on the bun, I'll take the sloppy joe meat, put it in a bowl, put like a bunch of lettuce in with it. I like to mix corn in with the sloppy joe meat. It actually is really good. I don't know if you've heard of like shepherd's pie, but it kind of has that type of taste to it. But it's just sloppy joe meat with corn mixed into it and lettuce, and I'll just eat it like a salad. It's super simple. Same with tacos. Instead of doing like the tortilla shells, I will do it as like a lettuce wrap. Or again, I'll make a taco salad. You just break it up into a bowl, put your taco meat. There's so much flavoring in the taco meat and stuff. It might not be healthy, it might not be the best, but I don't stress that type of stuff. And then you can add any like salsa or chop up any like tomatoes. You know what I'm saying? Like the options are endless. So I'll just take whatever meal we're having and I'll replace the carbs with lettuce or something different. Or you can do rice cakes. You can do like the sloppy Joe mix on a rice cake, either plain or like the cheese rice cake. That's bomb. They have a tomato queso, I think, a tomato something version as well of the rice cakes. And I like to do like the taco meats or sloppy Joe mix on that as well. And then at night for snacks, like I said, I'll either have another one of these shakes. It just depends on how hungry I am that day. Like I said, I just listen to my body, you guys. If I'm feeling super hungry, like I keep it healthier. But I eat more, and if I'm not, then I don't, because like I said, where I'm more sedentary, I don't move a whole lot, I don't get super hungry. Sometimes I might get like the munchies, and that's where you have to like have self-control. But yeah, okay, so also a big thing, you guys, make sure you're drinking enough water. A lot of the time, your body is telling you that you need water, but it feels like hunger. That's one of those things. If you're feeling hungry, but you know you probably shouldn't be, drink some water. That might cure it for you. You know what I'm saying? Make sure your water intake is good. Make sure your digestive system is working well. Take good fiber. You guys, we can hold up to 10 pounds of poop in our system. Like, just make sure everything's working right. That's why I love my nutritional cleansing system. Even just the shakes alone have that cleansing aspect in them. They have digestive enzymes in them. But then there is a separate portion where there is the cleanse. I don't do the straight cleanse days anymore because I'm at my goal weight, but I will take like a shot of cleanse or something. But yeah, as far as anything else I'm like actually eating and putting in my body, that's pretty much the gist of it. But in case you didn't watch the last video, I'll kind of just tell you good ways to substitute. So remember, if it's natural, it's healthy. If it's man-made, it's bad for you. Anything processed from a box, from a can, it's probably not the best for you. Bread is just like gunk. Bread just gunks up your insides and makes you hold on to things, hold on to food, hold on to gook, and it just sits in your body and you get bloated, things like that. Certain foods can make you bloat, so you just have to like listen to your body, trial and error, see what works, things like that. I substitute out almond milk instead of regular milk. I try to keep my dairy low. I try to keep my gluten and soy low just because of my hypothyroidism. I'm not one of those people. But you guys, gluten and soy isn't good for you. Like, there's a reason why people freak out about it. It's bad for you. It's gunk. Your body's not a freaking garbage can, okay? You want to put garbage in your body, you're going to fill it garbage. Like, just, it's common sense. Okay, I drink coffee in the morning. I do sugar-free coffee creamer. Y'all, look at my cute cup. My sister got it for me for my 30th birthday because my family knows me so well. My mom got me this mermaid ring and this mermaid bracelet. Cheers to turning 30. I do stevia instead of sugar. I say stevia because stevia is from a plant. It is natural. Doing artificial sugar is not better for you. Artificial anything is not good for you. Okay? Common sense. Wheat bread instead of white bread if you are doing breads, or just cut out the breads altogether, things like that. That's what I'm eating. I hope that helps. I don't count macros. I don't count calories. I kind of get a general idea, and then I just kind of stick to that. Get with a personal trainer or nutritionist if you're wanting to find out what works for you. I am not any of those. I'm not claiming to be any of those, so I don't know what works for you. You can't look at what works for me and think that this is going to work for you. You have to keep in mind your activity level of whether you're going to the gym. If you're weightlifting, you have to eat a lot more everything because your muscles, your body needs that. If you're lifting weights and depriving your body of that, like, it just doesn't work. Again, I hope this video really helped. Please click on the link below to become part of the Patreon program. If you like the content that I put out there, it just helps me to continue to be able to do that. And yeah, please give this video a like. It really helps support my channel. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on anything. All the links to my social media is in the description below. That is all. Thank you for your love and support. And until next time. Bye, guys.